I think a critical doctrine is the doctrine of divine simplicity. That the doctrine of divine simplicity means that God doesn't have parts. When we say that God is just and loving, what we don't mean is God does some just stuff and God does some loving stuff, and so God's just and loving. That's not what we mean. When the doctrine of divine simplicity says that God is a unified whole, by that I mean
so important.
Everything God does is loving, and everything God does is just. So while to you and to me, we can feel like love and justice are in tension, God sees them in no tension. God sees everything he does as just. Every just thing he does is loving, and every loving thing he does is just. Because every just thing he does is for our good, and everything he does for our good is just. He sees love and justice as one and the same. And so I think that's a critical concept as we think about how to be imagers of him. That if what is motivating us in our so-called justice is to make someone hurt, as opposed to seek their good, then we are not being like God in our justice. We should seek justice, but by that it should be seeking to do good to everyone affected by what occurred. That's a justice that is loving. That is a justice that reflects what God's like.